Happy President's Day, Rutgers. I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus.
And I'm Kim Peterman. We have a jam-packed show lined up for you. It is Monday, February 19th, 2018.
Weather Watcher Manny Cruz will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
Christie Lyons will paint the town scarlet and stand with activism at the Love+Action Through Art event.
Dr. Whitney from Student Access and Educational Equity will be joining us later in the show.
We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers. Hello and good morning, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this unusually warm Monday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Monday morning this semester with all the exciting news, events, and weather.
And in addition to that, happy President's Day, everyone.
Yes, happy President's Day for sure. Having a president is very important.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the pillars on which our government stands.
Yeah, definitely. Who are some of your favorite presidents?
Well, I mean, there's always the obvious choices. We've had some pretty good presidents in the past couple decades, or at least some interesting ones. Then I always love to give Calvin Coolidge some love. Old Silent Cal does not get enough attention.
That's a good choice. For me, it's probably a tie between Obama and Theodore Roosevelt.
You like to speak softly and carry a big stick?
Yes. Not a lot of the speak softly part, but carrying a big stick, that's definitely more my groove.
Understandable. I mean, who doesn't want to carry around a big stick?
Right. Gotta be intimidating.
In other exciting news, it's also Access Week.
Yes, it is Access Week. I'm very excited. I'm actually an AOF student, so I'm very excited to see all the events and programs that'll be going on this week.
Oh, cool. What's it like being an AOF student?
It's really cool, actually. Right before you start as a freshman, you get the Summer Institute where you stay on campus and you meet other EOF students, and it's really a great way to start your experience here at Rutgers. You know, you get to start your freshman year knowing a bunch of people who have a similar experience to you.
That's amazing. And Access Week, I'm sure, provides lots of programming to help other students like you get into college and access all the resources. I know that I'm really excited for the literary event where they go and read at the Plainfield schools at the end of the week.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that too. You know, it's such a great opportunity to really go and help out the community.
Definitely. On a less uplifting note, today is Manny Cruz, our weather watcher's last day.
Yes, I'm very sad to hear it. You know, Manny has been almost the reason that I wake up in the morning, you know, his Puerto Rican beauty, you know. I'm just very sad to see him go, but also very happy for the time that we've had him.
Definitely. Hey, Manny, what has been your favorite part about being on Wake Up Rutgers?
So being able to do the weather every single day has been the most entertaining part, like getting to meet the crew and the lovely hosts that we've had in the last few months. But I still got a forecast coming up, so keep watching. This is still not the end of me, so make sure to watch. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Manny. It's been lovely having you as our weather watcher as well.
Yeah, I'm going to miss all of his forecasts, you know. So informative.
Yes, and also so much personality that he puts into them, talking about his salmon shorts all the time.
Yeah, but I'm sure that whatever he moves on to, that he'll do it with great vigor and he'll succeed.
Definitely. So we'll be back with his forecast and more, but before we can get to the rest of the show, let's see how much you know.
What does SAEE stand for? We'll find out the answer right after this break.
Attend Heritage 2018 as Rutgers celebrates Black History Month and discusses the history and influence of Afro-textured hair. The event will be a full-day conference beginning with a keynote address by Christie Donaldson, CEO and founder of the Thank God It's Natural hair and skin products. There will be a variety of workshops to choose from, like a do-it-yourself lesson on how to create hair conditioners and masks from food items straight out of your kitchen. This year's event will be held on Saturday, February 24th at the Livingston Student Center from 12 to 8 p.m. There will be a reception including vendors, food, music, performances, and more. The conference is free and open to all, but don't forget to RSVP. For more information and registration, visit ruoncampus.rutgers.edu/heritage.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, what does SAEE stand for? Now it's time to find out the answer.
SAEE stands for Student Access and Educational Equity. You would know that if you're following along. They have programs across all academic areas, and we'll learn more about Access Week later in the show.
Yeah, it's really awesome, a number of ways in which Rutgers provides access to students from all backgrounds to education.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they have so many programs and initiatives that really help a lot of the Rutgers community and even people who aren't in the Rutgers community. So it's really awesome that they offer that to all types of people.
Yeah, and it's just great for people to have all the information they need and all the education they need, because it does really change lives. Speaking of things that could change your life, the weather definitely has a significant effect on how your every single day goes. So Manny, what's the weather going to be like?
Well, it's going to feel like summer this week. I know it's February, but it might be time to bring out some summer clothes. But right now, the morning low is 31, so a cold start to the day. But today's high for President's Day, we're going to have a presidential temperature with a high of 51, but do expect some showers in the afternoon, so make sure to bring an umbrella with you to class. Let's take a look at the daily planner. As you can see, at 2 p.m., it's going to be 51. It's going to be sunny skies at that point, and then the showers come through around 6 p.m., and then it tapers off around 10 p.m. And then let's take a look at the overnight low. It's going to remain about 50. It's not really going to drop much, so it's going to be a nice night to grab some iced coffee and just walk around along campus. Let's take a look at the weather headlines for the next 5 days. So it's going to be a warm President's Day. There is going to be some showers though. And then summer temps are going to make its way this week. And then a rainy, expect a rainy weekend at the end of the week. Let's take a look at Tuesday's high, 73. Yes, I said it correctly. It's going to be 73. So it's going to be a perfect time to put on some shades, just stroll along College Ave, enjoy the temperatures, jump into a pool, just enjoy it, because it's going to feel like May and February. And then I'll talk more about the 5-day forecast in the second part of my forecast. Back to you, Kim and Manny.
Thanks, Manny. I can't believe it's going to be summer weather in February.
I am super excited. On Tuesday, I have my internship in New York City. I will be heading into the city in some nice jeans, a nice t-shirt. I'm going to be strolling as though I was in Greece, you know, hair slicked back. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to pull out one of my sundresses, wear them without tights and some sandals. It'll be great.
Yes, I will definitely be taking advantage of the warm weather.
Get that vitamin D.
Yes, and then also there's going to be great events to take advantage of this week with Access Week. Later on, we'll be talking with Dr. Whitney in the show.
We'll be back with that and more right after this.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring. So head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. With all that great weather we just heard about, it's a great time to appreciate what's going on campus. Let's find out more with our news and events.
A Rutgers professor may help you develop a better green thumb, just in time to help plant some spring flowers. Rutgers professor Lena Struy is helping make botany more accessible and easier to learn. Struy launched a new website called Botany Depot, which is a space for creative ideas and materials to help enhance teaching botany across the globe. Struy says she wanted to build an inspirational resource that is easy to navigate, download from, and will excite educators all over the world, as well as show that botany can be taught in innovative, hands-on, and exciting ways. Struy developed most of the website's content for her Rutgers classes, but now you don't need to be in one of her classes to boost your botany knowledge. The website is intended for plant lovers of all ages, and since its inception, has gained 1,500 page visits and downloads, as well as attention on Twitter and Facebook. That is a really, really great thing that a Rutgers professor is doing. You know, I think botany is so cool. It's such a great activity. And, you know, anyone can do botany, whether it's, you know, a huge garden or maybe just having a little pot plant sitting by your windowsill.
Yeah, gardening is just a great activity, whether you just want to make pretty flowers or you want to grow some extra vegetables in your backyard so you have your own personal selection that you don't have to buy. And it's great to know that if I one day ever get a space to garden, that I have a resource to learn how to not kill things and let them instead grow and blossom.
Definitely, gardening is very rewarding.
Yes. Speaking of things that are fun and rewarding, digital dating is changing the way we meet people and what we want in a partner, according to Rutgers researchers. As online dating is becoming more popular, the stigma surrounding their uses are falling away. Helen Fisher, a scientific advisor to Match.com and member of the Center for Human Evolution Studies in the Department of Anthropology at the School of Arts and Sciences at Rutgers University, New Brunswick, says online dating is becoming the most popular way for people to meet. The pool of available singles is growing with so many dating apps available. The way we meet our significant others is not the only dating trend that is changing. What we want in our mates is also changing in the digital age. No longer are people just interested in a person's child-rearing ability and financial support when looking for partners. Singles today are most interested in companionship, shared interests and goals in their partners. These trends are leading to longer pre-commitment phase and later more successful marriages. Jennifer Theis, an associate professor with the School of Communication and Information, says this is because by the time people walk down the aisle, they want to know they want what they've got, and they think they can keep what they've got. So that's a very interesting bit of research there. I'm curious how much of that change in trends in the preferences of partners it can be attributed to dating apps, and how much can just be attributed to other factors as well, though. I'm curious how those all feed in.
Definitely, that's a very interesting theory. You know, I feel like dating apps nowadays sort of become sort of their own little culture in itself.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear about. Like, I'm kind of on the sidelines about it, but always just watching other people participate or hearing about that culture is a very interesting experience.
Yes, well, if you want to learn about more cultures, you can come celebrate Black History Month by honoring the history of Afro-textured hair. Rutgers Residence Life will be hosting the Heritage 2018 conference on Saturday, February 24th at the Livingston Student Center. This conference will cover the multifaceted history of the Afro and its influence both in the United States as well as globally. There will also be a reception to celebrate the African diaspora through art and culture. The event will be held from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and an RSVP is required. For more information, visit ruoncampus.rutgers.edu/heritage. That is a really exciting event. I'm looking forward to it as someone with curly hair. You know, I'm very excited to be around other people with similar hair and really just be able to connect.
Yeah, as someone with straight hair, I hadn't realized how difficult it is for people with curly hair until I started talking to them, and the difficulty with getting products and the things you have to go through to maintain that very beautiful and a unique look is really just amazing, and it's great that, in not a great way, but it's great that they're having a celebration of that specific subculture.
Yes, it can be difficult to maintain curly hair sometimes, but it is definitely rewarding, and in its own way, it's sort of become its own little subculture.
Yeah, speaking of cultures that you can celebrate, Chinese New Year may have passed, but there are still tons of ways to enjoy the Year of the Dog. RUSASE will be celebrating the Year of the Dog with origami and food at their Lunar New Year event. You'll learn to make kimbap and mochi during the night's festivities, along with other activities. So come out Thursday, February 22nd to the Asian American Cultural Center located at 49 Joyce Kilmer Avenue. The event will take place from 8 to 10 p.m. For more information, search Rutgers Lunar New Year on Facebook. That sounds like a lot of fun. The desserts sound really interesting.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to mochi. Mochi is one of my favorite desserts of all time.
What is it? I've never had it.
Mochi is like this ice cream that is, it's like in a pocket of like a sweet rice paste that's like sticky. It's really good. It comes in all types of flavors like coconut and chocolate, and the texture is just to die for.
That sounds amazing, and it sounds like it's a great thing to go along with origami. I'm always so jealous of people who can actually fold things into beautiful shapes.
Yeah, I mean, the most I can fold is like a paper airplane, but maybe I'll go and try to fold a dog in celebration of Year of the Dog.
Yeah, it's really great how different arts and crafts can send a message like the Year of the Dog.
Yes, and if you want to send an even more positive message, you can practice it through art. So we can go look at Love+Action through art with Christie Lyons.
Hey Rutgers, I'm Christie Lyons. Today I'm at the last event for Dream Week, Art is Love in Action, where Rutgers alum Namibia Donadio is bringing the community together through theater, word, and art. Let's go get inspired. So what do you want students to remember from this event?
I hope that students remember themselves, that they have the tools and they have the ideas, and that the power of collective knowledge is really strong.
So what did you learn at today's event?
At today's event, I learned to have an open mind. I learned to be able to grasp the idea of community and be together, and the word diversity.
So at today's event, I really learned to be more aware of my influences and learn how I can influence other people.
And how do you think this workshop brought the Rutgers community together?
Well, it brings us together. I mean, this is a small group. It's not a huge event. It builds the skill set that I think our students need and our administrators need to deal with the challenges that we have ahead.
Did Martin Luther King inspire you or give you any life lessons?
Well, Martin Luther King inspired me for everybody to be equal. I think that everybody's a human being, everybody has feelings.
I feel like he's a man that I always get inspired every day, so there's always something more to learn about him. And today I learned a lot about him, and the idea that I can take from him is that he was a guy who never used any type of violence to get anything through.
Do you find in your workshop that using art and theater makes it more interactive for students and gets more of a positive response?
Absolutely. I think that art is a vehicle for expression and for communication, and so the idea that people can utilize who they are in their creative expressions to build community and to come up with ideas and communicate is something that I find changes the entire game and allows everybody to participate.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you were just as inspired as I was by all of the theater and art. Until next time, keep making the world a better place and painting the town scarlet. I'm Christie Lyons, RUTV.
Thanks, Christy. That looked both fun and empowering.
Yeah, they had some really fun activities. They did some like acting there that looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the dancing looked awesome. I always love love to go dancing. So seeing other people learn all together was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I love learning new things. If you want to learn more things, we'll be talking with Dr. Whitney from SAEE right after this break.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Rutgers Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Records Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We are very excited to welcome Dr. Whitney, who is the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Undergraduate Academic Affairs here at Rutgers. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. So what is SAEE and what are some of the services you guys offer on campus?
So SAEE stands for Student Access and Educational Equity here at Rutgers, New Brunswick. And the responsibility of our offices are the School of Arts and Sciences EOF program, the School of Environmental and Biological Sciences, or SEBS EOF program, our TRIO programs, which are Upward Bound Math Science, Student Support Services, and the McNair program. Upward Bound does pre-college, Student Support Services does advising and first-generation students. Our McNair program prepares underrepresented and first-generation students for a doctoral education. And then we have our LSANT program, which is focused on students in the STEM fields across campus. Then we also offer a host of enrichment activities and outreach activities that focus on the diversity and underrepresented students on campus.
That's really great. I'm actually an EOF student, so I'm very excited to have you here.
I'm glad that you're a part of it. It's a great program. We're celebrating 50 years this year.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
that's really amazing.
Yeah.
So this week is Access Week. What is Access Week?
Well, Access Week started 5 years, as I said, SAE started about 5 years ago as to combine all the programs that already worked historically together for the past 4 decades, to kind of come together to improve the resources for all the students. We have about 3,000 students enrolled in all the programs. And Access Week is kind of a community dialogue to help make more awareness of the various opportunities that first-generation, low-income students, or underrepresented students have on campus. Not only just to spark the conversation, but they have awareness so that people become familiar. So, for example, today we have a youth summit where undergraduates are talking to our pre-college programs, and we have a college fair so students can get involved and be prepared for college and think about that in our Upward Bound high school programs. Tomorrow we have an RU First Forum where we can focus on our faculty and staff and students, where we have experts from across the country that are coming, and they're going to talk about best practices so that our faculty and staff can be better in the classroom for helping folks like you. Friday, I think we have, Wednesday night, actually the day after, we have Bakari Sellers coming, who is a CNN expert and correspondent. I think he's the youngest African-American legislator in South Carolina, and probably perhaps in the country, who's coming to address the Rutgers community. Friday is a literacy campaign, and we'll be having a number of our undergraduates in our TRIO programs go and read to our youth in Plainfield. All of this started because of as an extension of TRIO Week, or TRIO Day, which was established by Congress in 1986, which was a day of community service and events like these.
Well, those sounds like some very important events. I'm looking forward very much to going and attending.
Yeah.
So why is Access Week important?
Well, I think that, again, I reiterate that the dialogue needs to be kept on campus. We need to make sure that our students and our faculty and staff understand that we have a third of our population that it's their first time here on our campus, and so they may not understand how to navigate this place, and we want to make sure that there are resources and people around that can help them do that. Also, our other students to say, hey, if my mom and dad, they may have been to college, but somebody else's mom and dad didn't, they may not know how to navigate this place, and so we need to make sure that we make it equitable for all. So I think Access Week just continues making awareness for all. It also sparks the dialogue about economic and diversity, racial diversity, ethnic diversity, and all the diversity, so that we understand who is the players, who are the people on our campus. And I think Access Week does that. It's just not about one particular group, but it's about having a place that everyone can feel like they're a part of. And I think that's what Access Week does.
Definitely, that sounds very important.
Yeah.
So SAEE offers a variety of programs.
Yeah.
So are these programs specific to Rutgers student, like such as the EOF program, or
Yes.
do they cater to more individuals?
Well, EOF is a program, for example, that's throughout the state, but Rutgers has the largest programs. The one that you're a part of, SAS, is the largest in the state. All of the programs are written, they are grant-funded programs, either by the state appropriation or by the federal government, so continue to advocate. So a lot of our staff and students, like yourself, go and advocate for these funds, either at the state or federal level. But basically, these programs are available and open to Rutgers students. Some they can apply to some they have to have when they come upon admission, but our doors are open, our advisors are open. We have tutoring, we have special program, we have events that we run all year long, and so they're open to all students, and our doors are open. Our main office is at Livingston on the 3rd floor, and we have a website that is access.rutgers.edu. So, but we have something for everyone. But it's for all students. Students should know that this is another place that they can come to help them navigate the Rutgers system regardless. And they don't have to just be an EOF student. They don't have to be first generation. They can just say, hey, I want to be a part of SAEE.
All right, well, that sounds really great.
Yeah.
So where can students go to learn more about SAEE and about Access Week?
So I think they can visit access.rutgers.edu, or they can call 54014, right? I think that's it. But it's okay, access.rutgers.edu has it, and we have a main number on there.
All right,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for joining me today and giving me an understanding and all of Rutgers an understanding about Access Week and all the events it has to offer. So stay tuned, Rutgers. We still have lots of show left to go, and we'll be back right after this.
Rutgers University is now offering a master's program in UN and Global Policy Studies. This new program is the only one of its kind in the United States. The curriculum for this program is designed to provide students with qualitative and quantitative analytical skills, as well as hands-on management experience required by leaders in the field. All applicants must hold a bachelor's degree from an accredited college. The program of study requires 36 credits and is open to both part-time and full-time students. For application information and to apply online, check out gradstudy.rutgers.edu. For more information, check out unstudies.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. That was a really great interview with Dr. Whitney.
Definitely. It was great to hear about all the things happening with Access Week this week. Let's find out what the weather will be like for those events.
Time to bring out the salmon shorts. I know I'm going to be wearing them because it's going to be hot, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday. As you can see, it's going to be 73 on Tuesday, 76 on Wednesday. So make sure to show off your summer fashion sense a few months before summer. And as I moved here to the right, let's take a look at the end of the week. That's the saddest part of the week. I'm sorry, I apologize, guys. It's gonna rain both on Thursday and Friday with a high at 48 and then a high at 45 on Friday. And next week, unfortunately, we don't keep those summer temps as it seems like it's gonna be colder. So make sure to watch Wake Up Rutgers on Thursday for more on that. And if you want to see more of the forecast, make sure to watch Weather Watchers every 15 minutes in channel 23.1. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at RUTVWWW. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at RealMannyCruz. And for now, so long. It's been a pleasure doing the weather every single morning. I'll see you next time. Back to you, Kim and Manny.
Thank you, Manny. Definitely all good things have to come to an end, like the great weather this week and your time as weather watcher, though it has been fantastic.
Yes, we will definitely be missing Manny, but I'm sure that whatever he goes on to, he will find success in. Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for the rest of today's show.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RUTV Network, or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers. We love reading your comments.
Tune in to Thursday's show with Eva Enike Ekelar and Adia Doughty for more Rutgers news.
Thanks again for tuning in, and to Dr. Whitney for joining us. I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus.
And I'm Kim Peterman. Have a great week, Rutgers.